Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Techmarine, Purification Plant and Orks versus Space Marines. The blue Orky team, we have Gatts with a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat. Puts out some good damage, has a bunch of Orky gadgets. This is the Goth's elite scheme here. Alongside, the Tenso with a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Going sneaky already, Death Skull's elite scheme there. And beBop with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects. Very strong offense, disruption and support from the front line. Seem to take a while to get going, but their shooters are on the way. In the red team, a blast from the past. It's VindicareX with a Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee. Can also tank, disrupt and support. Imperial Fist's elite scheme. VindicareX with a very prominent player back in the day, especially 2v2s, I think with his brother, X. Alongside Mostafa with an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura, some white scars. And rounding off the teams, I'm Tilted is a Techmarine. Starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, and also support with structures and repair. They are on the east side against the Mekboy. War banners up, kicking off west. Warboss has found some Space Marines to smack on. Force Commander is persuaded to leave. So the Orks should be able to clean up here. Just get the shooters on the scouts. Warboss stays on the tacks. Sluggers can, I guess, take a little bit of bolter fire as they run around. They should back off and cap, I think. Oh, scouts are out of there. They can just mob the tactical marines. Maybe get a model if they're lucky. I don't think the sluggers can get in there. No, so beBop can cap up. In the mid, Orks are taking contested power. You have a Kommando doing his thing. East is pretty even. Looks like sluggers are out there. They have burners up. Shotgun scouts had something to do with that, I'm sure. And double shooters need to flee because Tax would have just meleeed them down. Techmarine could even get into melee and smack them up a bit. And maybe they could touch the power there. There's a node up. Those two contested wreck points are gonna turn blue. That's gonna give the Orks a nice wreck boost early on, especially if they can mature. Scouts want to decap it, I guess. Painboy up for the Tenso. I see the Kommando taking some damage. I've got shotgun blasted away from the point, but it did decap it. Double tax for both VindicareX and Mostafa. Solid ranged opening, and they'll both get the regen aura from the Apothecary if he's close enough. And it can be really good for the Force Commander as well, because he can battle cry and buff 2 tax shooting at stuff. Artificer armor's in. Makes him tankier. More health regen, a little bit more energy as well. And Stormboy's up for beBop. They should be a nice tool to have against those double tacks, but they need to be careful of the Force Commander's battle cry, especially tier 2, with a potential Thunder Hammer in play. Might be good, maybe to... Oh, he's gone boss pole. I was going to say maybe get Angry Bits up, charge your Warboss in first, try and get the Force Commander to pop their battle cry on the Warboss to disrupt him, and then jump your Stormboys in afterwards. They're typically not very good initiators of combat, Stormboys, until they get their Kommando, until they get their Knob Leader, sorry, that can stun stuff. Shotgun blast and full auto on the Warboss. He's not going to be happy with this. Mostafa with the assist. Stormboy's jumping somewhere. Not sure where. Just into retreat path. That was a weird jump. Meanwhile, Force Commander smacking some sluggers. These are the Tensos. Painboy also has to leave. Painboy is a support sub-commander for Orks that can heal over time. And these tacks got very, very low. Holy crap. And they drop a model. They might drop another if they're not careful. VindicareX not paying attention to these guys. There we go. Very lucky to still have 2 models at 80 something hit points there. Very, very lucky. We have a melee Kommando knob now. The Assassin's Knife. Can assassinate stuff, which is a big spike of damage on a single model. There it is. Just chop that guy to death. Also gives you the awesome Tripper Shot, which was an addition in Elite mod. The double tax and customized Stormbolter and shotgun scouts here. They're going to shotgun blast these Stormboys. Oh, they don't have the energy for it, I don't think. Stormboys do have power melee weapons, so a big threat to heavy infantry. Heal goes off there from the Apothecary. His single target heal gets better as he levels up. Hasn't leveled up yet though. Did they bash? I think they bashed a gen maybe. You can see all the boss pole buffs on these fellas now. More health and less suppression received. 20% more health and 50% less suppression. Can make a difference. Assault squad is up for aim tilted. There's the jump. They disrupt units when they land on them. Great at initiating combat. Grenade goes in on the Storm Boys here as well. These are Gatts Goth Storm Boys. An assist though from the Tenso. Painboy has a damage over time melee weapon, and heavy infantry doesn't get any protection from regular melee attacks. You just don't take any extra either. So the Painboy could do some work there. Scares them off. Techmarine with a mastercrafted bolter. High powered shot, suppression and burst damage on demand. Not bad. Got some big shooters up. I guess they all have big shooters now. No big shooters for beBop. Dumped all their power into the Storm Boys and the Warboss, and then a quick tier 2. Didn't even get burners up on the sluggers. Oh, Force Commander didn't get knocked over there because his battle cry is active. So the Warboss basically wasted their stump, but there's a special attack that goes in. And now he's getting mobbed. Should be fine. Yeah, there's double tax to scare them off again. Double shooters still in play though. And the Orks do have the Western VP kicking off in the mid. Kommando Knob trying to stab stuff. Painboy is here to also assist with the stabbing. Have they already used? I guess they've already used the Git source there on the sluggers. And then there's a heal on the assault squad of Mostafa. More Storm Boys though. Give them some good specials. They do have a really quick special animation. Doesn't seem to do much damage though. But you get that knockback, which is what you're looking for on a special, I guess. Not sure why those shooter boys are running. That might have been a misclick trying to retreat out the Storm Boys, but they got away. They got out, so did the sluggers. Decent little attempt at a push from the Orks, but the Space Marines reacted pretty quickly and kind of mobbed the mid. A little bit of an assist there from I'm Tilted. Tier 2s all round. VindicareX and beBop already there. beBop already with a Death Dread on the way actually. I wonder... Oh, we already have a Thunderhammer in play from Vindicare. I was going to say, I wonder if that'll prompt them to get a Power Fist, but nope. Thunderhammer is the way to go, and it definitely is the way to go here against a Warboss that has Storm Boys and Sluggers, because you can buff the crap out of these guys. The Thunderhammer doing some great work. So you need to try and bait this Force Commander into using Battle Cry in a non-ideal way, and then get your Sluggers and or Storm Boys in. Maybe try to bait them with the Sluggers. Try to get him to use the Battle Cry on the Sluggers, and then you can jump the Storm Boys somewhere else. Here's the Death Dread. Getting burners and bits. So you might see a missile launcher. Yep, missile launcher in response there. 35 power these days, and these guys have a plasma gun. This is a good anti-infantry weapon, especially against heavy infantry. Will be good against the Warboss as well himself. Kicking off in the mid. Those assault squad fellas are in trouble. Sluggers on them with a knob leader. They are going to wipe. Not sure why they aren't jumping away. They jumped way too late. Their jump pack still went off, but they were dead. 2-to-1 cap here for the Space Marines, but they are under pressure early tier 2. Is a war truck now. I'll take some missile launcher shot though. Might take another on rear armor here. Those tacks have been suppressed, but there's the second. Almost gets it done. Almost gets it done. Needed to get those tacks moving, I think, even if they were suppressed. Needed to move them forward. I don't know if they would have got the the third shot that they needed there anyway. Who's down? Apothecary's down here. Level 2. Death Dread does have burners and bits in. Takes it up to 950 hit points from 650. And gives us some burners that can take out generators pretty quickly. Missile launcher gets a shot. I guess they're going to be a prime target to get jumped. And that's a Razorback for Mostafa. Apothecary gets revived by the Force Commander, levels him to 2, and he has the Sacred Standard now. Constant damage buff, Scouts getting roasted, and they go down. I don't think that was intended to free up Pot, no way. Death Tread might go down here if they can use the Razorback well with the missile launcher. Oh, where is the missile launcher? They're still inside the Razorback, I guess. Only the plasma got out. Counter initiation from the Force Commander. Keeping the Commando knob controlled, but that is the battle cry used. Battle cry buffs all stacking with the Sacred Standard buff, of course. Makes you super dangerous in those big fights, potentially. And the missile launch attacks are indeed chasing the Death Tread, using the Razorback to get there. Razorback is pouring in some heavy bolter fire as well. It's helping a little bit. And VindicareX, you can see, keeping the attacks moving. Oh, they got path blocked, I think, by the Razorback. Now they jump inside. So here comes a bunch of angry Ork stuff. 439 to 363. I wonder if beBop is looking for tier 3 now, after the Death Dread. Sluggers pressuring the Razorback. Warboss gets a decent stomp. Now has a power claw in. 95. Heavy melee DPS, a threat to all targets. I think the Razorback is done for. Yes, it is. That was the tank busters of Tenso using the war truck there to great effect. Got to very aggressive with the Razorback, I guess, chasing the Death Tread. Sluggers run all the way through onto Tax. They do have their Sergeant. The Sergeant tack is pretty good in melee, but there's no way they can stand against fully upgraded Sluggers, I don't think. Maybe if they had their And they show no fear active thing. Can they power bash? No. Tank busters don't want to power bash, I guess. They want to clean up the mid. There's another Razorback here for I'm Tilted. Dreadnought on the way for Mostafa. They're a bit depleted now, though. Assault squad getting torn up, but they make it out. Tank buster barrage. Would have been a great hit, but the Razorback backed off there. We do have Stern Guard veterans on the field. For I'm Tilted, these guys can change their ammo to combat all targets, using Hellfire rounds at the moment for damage over time, versus most of the Ork infantry. Only Knobs and Flash Kits are heavy infantry. Another revive for the Force Commander, and it's going to get level 3 off it, I think. There we go. Devastator's on the way for VindicareX. More scouts for Mostafa, and tier 3s for Gatts and the Tenso. That's pretty good tier 3 timing. Oh, he leaves the cap to the Force Commander. These ones want to grab the rep point, I guess. The remains of the Razorback is there. Kommando sneaking around. Nothing to spot him. Also has better combat kit. Picking off on the east side a bit. Trying to pressure with the Razorback here is I'm Tilted. There's tank busters in play. And that Stormboy Knob Leader. Got some good kills on those sluggers, though. Techmarine doing some work. Has the Signum armor for the marked target. That was a Bomber Boy. Basically a kamikaze Stormboy. Good hit on the Stern Guard. Almost got the Techmarine there. That was so close. Kicking off again. Oh, the Razorback pop smoke. Kicking off on the west side. Death Dread. Close to going down. We have double missile launchers now for VindicareX. And a single plasma. They got the Death Dread. The Dreadnought has an assault cannon in play. War truck should get got here, I think. Well, maybe not. Forced off both of those tactical marine squads. Now tank busters getting shots in on the Dreadnought. Well, sometimes they seem to not be out. They're not targeting anything, actually. They're just standing there and randomly shooting at stuff. It's the Orky way. Stand there, randomly shoot at stuff. Profit. Are you going to cap the VP, fellas, or is it more about fighting at the moment? Sluggers are on it. Dreadnought backs away on the east side. Razorback is in trouble, and down it goes. It's so risky to keep it this far forward when you know they have tank busters and they have storm boys, but I guess you want to use the Razorback offensively. Everything got away in terms of infantry, I believe, and the Mekboy was taken out. Looks like he's got a big shooter of his own. West side, Dreadnought leveled. Dreadnought leveled already. Warboss wants to get the Dreadnought, Devastators out of there. Force Commander comes in to try and disrupt. Got a special immediately and a big chunk of damage on that second swing. Tank Buster barrages have not hit so far. Tier 3 for tilted. Looks like Mostafa and VindicareX are trying to get their tier 3s now. beBop is floating, I think. Yeah, they're floating in tier 2 a bit here. Not sure what Vindicare is laughing at. Oh. Messed up a retreat, I believe. On the east side, a bunch of acid rounds you can see there from the stern guard. Looks like they got their power hit. One gen went down, and that got decapped, and that is also decapped over there on the eastern edge. Orks sitting pretty on the west side. Well, they were sitting. I don't know how pretty they are. More Devastators this time for Mostafa, more Devastators for VindicareX. And flash kits are up already for Gatts. And they are indeed getting their blasters for the psychic damage type, which is very good against heavy and super heavy infantry, such as basically all the Marines and the Terminators. Scouts flee. We got a looted tank for the Tenso. Already has the reinforced plating. Takes it up to 850 and gives it the big boom gun shot thing, which is not bad at all. But it should say that. Oh, it does say that. They put it in. Stern guard switching back to the Hellfire rounds. Las cannons get shots on the tank. One more will do it. Missile launch attacks there, and they'll get it done, I think. Sluggers are on them, but they got it. Something got it. So lots of ranged damage coming in. All buffed, of course, by the Force Commander. And he can throw for the Emperor on something as well from his global bar. Warboss coming in for a big old flank. Tank Buster barrage is a good one. Got some good disruption there. Now it's kicking off massively in the mid. Force Commander got way too close to the Ork backline. Gets chopped up and goes down left side of your screen. Slugger's doing a decent job holding there, but they are forced off the mid. Warboss. Oh, he's got angry bits now. Charging in. But was suppressed by a really well-placed Devastator squad. Painboy might go down, does go down. Messy fight in the mid. Was that a grenade? On those Storm Boys and Sluggers. Looked like an explosion. I don't see any scouts around here. Not sure what that was. Meanwhile, Space Marines continue their push in the mid. Flash kits doing their thing. There's that advanced healing though. And look how much value they got out of that there. So much stuff was getting healed. Also has improved medical equipment for the energy regen. And more energy off the bat as well. There's the zap from the Weird Boy. Is that what it's actually called? I call it zap. We've got Warp Head as well, so we might get a nice foot of Gork and a big blob of tax. Space Marines taking back the west side. Feel like the Orks have had it for a while. More scouts on the way for I'm Tilted. Maybe it was I'm Tilted scouts that chucked that cool grenade and then died or something. War Truck is still alive, and it is providing a reinforcement point to all those Orks. There's a Rocks set up by the Weird Boy, shot beautifully there. Some decent hits. Oh, some friendly fire as well though. Got the tax off the field at least, I suppose. I'm Tilted has a tank, Predator tank. Warboss gets a little charge to get the damage and health regen bonus going. And has heavy armor now, so he's up almost 2,000 hit points. 329 to 186. Tank holding the mid pretty well. Can get extra armor, can also get the las cannon loadout. But they're facing a lot of infantry here, so I think the default autocannon is the way to go. Kommando can't get a revive. This Dreadnought is still rolling, eh? Almost level 3 this fella. Done well. Orks seem to be getting stopped in the mid at the moment. Need to widen their approach a bit. Try to get around the Space Marines. Power bashing Orks. Nice idea. Sluggers dealt with quickly, but Stormboys, I think, can finish this. Yep, and then they retreat. Maybe they should have jumped away and then retreated. They don't have their Knob leader at the moment. Tank Buster Barrage disrupts the Stern Guard, but the Vanguard veterans in there. These are First Company Assault Squad that get a bunch of power weapons. I hear explosions on the west. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe it was just tank buster stuff or something. Oh, beBop's got commandos. Maybe it was these guys. There's a rocks set up by Love the Daka. Quick thinking from Mostafa. He pops the Angels of Death to stop 50% of the damage. And VindicareX has got the hell out of there. Foot of Gork hits decently well. 297 to 186. Can the Orks keep up this pressure? The Dreadnought's taking a bunch of damage here. Flash kits won't do damage to a Dreadnought. They should be shooting at the infantry, and I think they are. Yeah, they are. Tank busters will, though. What is this? Must be Terminators from Vindicare. Yep, it's Assault Terminators on the field for VindicareX. They are quite depleted, though. We'll see if how well these guys can carry. They almost wiped out the Flash kits immediately. They start off with Storm Shields and heavy melee Thunderhammers, but they can get Lightning Claws to completely mince infantry. The Thunderhammers are good versus all targets, and they do indeed get the Lightning Claws. A well-placed stun bomb from the Kommando against those Terminators would do great things. Down goes a Dreadnought. Couldn't see what was there, of course, but should have been more careful, probably. Just keep it behind the VP. Almost level 6 Apothecary, so that's a big heal. Just saw it there. 254 to 186. What is this? Is it a Kommando? It is a Kommando getting a decat. Nicely done. Warboss has been pretty badass. He's still only level 3. Oh, and just got stunned. Used the charge to get away, I think. Force Commander goes down. Now, can they threaten these Terminators? They're threatening the Tactical Marines, that's for sure. They have enough here to do it, I think. Yeah, there's Flash kits there as well. These Terminators might be lost. That Death Gun isn't shooting at them over there. There's the teleport away. Is it far enough? Looks like it's going to be okay for them. Orks retake the Western VP. 248 to 186. And they have their natural, but so do the Space Marines. Are they going to push through the mid here? What level are you, buddy? Level 6 Techmarine. Apothecary didn't quite ding level 6 yet. Does have a Land Raider Redeemer on the way. VindicareX down to just tax. And Assault Terminator's getting his own Terminator armor up, apparently. Huh. Did not expect that. Was fully kitted out. Is going to lose all this gear. 75 power. Surely there's a better way you could spend it. Their plan to get more Lightning Claws and mince more stuff. I mean, it might pay off. You need to pay for the Lightning Claws, though. They're not cheap. Warboss charging through. There's that Terminator Force Commander with Power Fist, Storm Bolter, and a Teleporter. Smack. Didn't kill one with his Power Fist. Oh, Techmarine's fallen over. Where's the Apothecary? It's right there. Lost the indicator for them. Got some Terminators in play for I'm Tilted. But these Space Marines are in a bad spot. They just don't have the numbers to rebuff these big assaults here at the moment. Assault Terminators teleporting in very aggressively. Triple Commandos for beBop. Down goes the Force Commander. But yeah, they got the hell out of there. War Truck getting repairs. That War Truck has done some good work. I'm sure it's allowed a bunch of reinforcement as well. Vindicare wants the res. Knob Squad on the way now for Gatts. Gatts also has Commandos. Ouch, that's that Flash Kit Blasters. They're capping the west side. Space Marines are capping it. And those Lightning Claw Terminators are a massive threat. Techmarine back to his feet, trying to repair the tank. And there is the Land Raider Redeemer. Is this the start of a glorious comeback here? They have the Land Raider in. It should be on the west side, surely. And this thing allows you to reinforce and, more importantly, retreat back to it, which gives you massive freedom to do aggressive moves because you can retreat back to the Land Raider whenever you want. Flamestorm cannons on the sides. Twin linked assault cannon on top. Multi-melter on top. Gives you health regen as well. It's an awesome thing. I imagine the health regen stacks with the Apothecary's health regen, but I don't know for sure. Oh no, they're going to get a tank. Sneaky command. Sneaky tank busters, I should say. They dealt with them. The tank survives. Don't want to throw your Land Raider too far forward. We're going to get a bunch of, knob leaders on the commandos to all get rocket launchers. The Warboss can smack it with the power claw. There is level 3 tank busters for the Tenso. That is a painful rocket. More Terminators though for Mostafa. I mean, they are clawing this back. They really are. The Land Raider, 3 Terminator squads. A Terminator Force Commando. He's gone for Assault Cannon here. I guess they weren't having much of an impact in melee. They were just getting shots of it, so maybe they think, sit back, shoot stuff. 195 to 112. Terminators with Cyclone Missile Launcher for I Am Tilted. Here comes a Knob Squad though. And they got their hammers first, which is what you typically don't see. And they got wrecked there. West side is now red. Big fight brewing in the mid. And a Rocks on the west side there. Great way to put some dents in the Land Raider. Land Raider just driving into it. Took a whole bunch of damage there. And they had to disable the Land Raider as the retreat point to get away. That Land Raider is in big trouble. That's a bunch of commandos and a pissed off Warboss. He's trying to get out. Tank here could help. I think he still has a Mastercrafted Bolter as well. He could suppress that Warboss, but the Land Raider survives. Needs a bunch of repairs now though. 159 to 112. They got their Terminators up at the right time, the Space Marine team. And these Lightning Claw fellas are mental as usual. Shooters trying to cap. Couldn't quite manage it. They're going to die on retreat. Didn't even need to chop them, those guys. What are these fellas up to? And Tilted has forgotten about their Vanguard veterans here. 159 to 112. Oh, there we go. Ouch. That was one shot from a single blaster gun, I think. That's nasty. We have a rocket launcher commando knob now. A tier 3 anti-vehicle weapon on a sneaky hero. It's amazing. Gonna go after the tank maybe. We have a turret up here. Can't shoot what they can't see though. Oh no, scouts with a sergeant can spot him. And he gets shotgunned and he's gonna need to run. Goes down in fact. There's a Rocks though. Makes everything move. Maybe they could have tried to set it up better with the Weird Boy or something, but it might have been a different player. Warp Vomit goes in. Orbital Bombardment over there. Some decent hits off it. Tank is got. The Land Raider is still very low on health. Yeah, some good hits off the Orbital. Meanwhile, west side, the Orks unable to break through at the moment. Commandos being sneaky. Going after the Land Raider, I think. Yep, all of them with knob leaders as well. Oh, they got into a bad spot. And they couldn't get the shots off. I wonder if one shot from each of those rocket launchers would have been enough there. Probably not. War truck goes down. Nice shotgun play from these fellas. The Mekboy though stole the V. Haven't seen much from the Mekboy, have we? He's got a beamy death gun. Haven't noticed him much in the fights. He's a little fella. Lots of repairs now for the Land Raider. Oh, are those guys helping? Yeah, they are. 2 scouts and a Techmarine all repairing it. And more Terminators now for VindicareX. They've gone for... Oh, that's the Force Commander, sorry. There's more Terminators. They've got an Assault Cannon as well. Who needs anything else when you can get Terminators? 119 to 95. They do have a long cooldown between them, Terminators. But I guess he got those Assault Terminator fellas a while ago. I think it's a 5-minute cooldown or something. Or maybe it's 2 minutes. East side. Mekboy was slain. Vanguard veterans might be going for the VP. VindicareX already on it, very far up with Terminators though, that can't retreat. I'm tilted providing some support, and they are inspiration on kill when they shoot down one of these shooter boys. Flash kits here without blasters for the Tenso. Land Raider Redeemer on the way now for VindicareX. The Space Marines have fully turned the corner here. 90 to 95, they've taken a lead. I think they've got this. But I said that before for the Orks, so don't listen to me. They're taking the VP though for a triple. And the Orks are boxed in. The Orks are boxed in. GG says the Tenso. There's the triple. And there's the game. Concede from the Orks. Wow. They were putting so much pressure on. Didn't seem to get their tier 3 roll. I guess they got a bunch of commandos up. But I was expecting a bunch of flash kits and knobs. And we did get more flash kits at the end, but that was a bit too late. Did get that single knob squad. Level 5 Warboss, level 6 Commando knob, level 3 Mekboy. With that Terminator Force Commander, of course. There he is. Did well with it. I thought it was a crazy idea to give up the Thunderhammer, but it worked out. They were facing mostly ranged units, I guess, once the Storm Boys died. Level 10 Apothecary. With that Land Raider that did survive. I wonder if they got that Land Raider, if they could have pushed more and won it. And a level 9 Techmarine. Had the Plasma Gun coming at the end. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for doing a faction war for our amusement. The Tenso for running the lobbies. And I'll see you next time.